This is Vinyl Voices Radio. ESPN 97.5.
Ladies and gentlemen,
I'm John Goodman.
Tessie Sandehan.
All right, we are back. This is Vinyl Voices Radio, the fourth segment, hanging out with Brightwire.
Hello.
Got to throw up your fours, gang. Right?
Fourth segment.
Right. I want to drop my ear.
Fourth segment.
Hanging on the fourth segment with Kevin's mom.
Two V's works.
Which, honestly, if we weren't trying to throw a song into each segment, then all the stuff that is recorded during the breaks could honestly probably make a pretty great fourth segment. It just can't air on ESPN.
Right. Exactly.
disclaimer.
Yes. Put your kids to bed.
I mean, some of that got kind of in there anyway.
But
Editing is magical.
I mean, last break was about inspirational fat guys in music.
True. The one before was about soaking
Yeah.
The one before
and
that
with your
was-
friends.
You can Google all these things.
Inspirational fat guys.
Right?
Right. Screaming
For real.
Trees, Leslie West Mountain. Look those up. Brightwire. Brightwire's right in there. Hopefully, one day we hope to be in the Google search for inspirational rocking fat guys.
I mean, it is basically true, though.
I didn't know I could do folk rock until I saw that fat guy. Then I was like, I could do this too. And I was like, yep. I
was like an 80s pop kid, and in the 90s, when Wilson Phillips got
Oh,
big,
Carney.
I was like, oh. And then they just treated her like crap. So I was like, oh, no, I don't want to do that.
Why was she named after meat, though?
Well, she was named Carney because normally she would have been in a sideshow.
Why was she?
Wow.
They named her Carney.
I was about to say something that can't air on ESPN.
Wow.
I never made that correlation till right now, and I could not
Wow.
say no. I could not let it go.
Sorry.
My goodness.
We're sorry, Carney.
Oh, man.
We apologize.
I would have been like, Carney went on. It's okay.
But seeing somebody who looked like me on stage was pretty cool.
Well, that's all I was talking about with Screaming Trees, man. Yeah.
Yeah, I was trying to make that analogy, and you ruined it.
Sorry. Lee and Van got me fired up. I was like, fat kid can rock. I'm like, let's do this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the fourth song was
Oh,
Out the door.
we're going to talk about Out the Door? Yeah.
one of Kim's many songs about leaving us to go solo, Gwen Stefani style.
Solid pivot.
All right, let's see if it has any ska tinge to it. So let's check it out.
This is driving me crazy, 'cause I know that something's off. What's up with you lately? I can't put my finger on, this ain't gonna break me. This is how I live my life, not the girl that you lied to. And you only get one strike. I'm listening now, you're gonna say it out loud. Don't do me no favors by hanging around. Just tell me it's over, don't wanna do this back and forth. When this ain't no fun for us no more. Yeah, I'll go. Ooh, just watch me go. Yeah, watch me walk right out the door. 'Cause I'm good at go. Just watch me go. You should know this about me. I can flip my emotions like a switch. Wasn't stopping you, baby. If you need to scratch that itch, don't take me the wrong way. I like having you around, but you take me for stupid.
get to talk about organs and playing the keyboards. And,
Which I do not do very often.
oh no, just don't run it. It's like, dude, yeah. I used to play in some churches.
That is my first instrument, though. So everything musically makes sense to me via the piano. So
That was a drunken Christmas present I got you
yeah.
on Black Friday because you were going somewhere and I was drunk. And I was like, dude, I'm back to this awesome Juno keyboard. Instead of buying her the one that we could actually move around, it was per key. It was more economical to buy the 88 key one,
Right.
which takes up half of our
Not
bedroom.
thinking his 5'2" wife couldn't probably put that in a
Oh, it's
pack on her
taller.
back
If we
or
sat it on the
anything.
ground, it's probably taller than
about
you.
my height.
Yeah.
That's probably about my height.
You're a dwarf.
But I grew up with a piano in my house. My mom played piano, so
But,
But,
a lot of the songs don't have keys, so how does this kind of?
I think one per album we do
No.
for fun.
because I really just write lyrics. I don't. I did write the music for this song only because I started to learn the ukulele as I was writing this song. And I was playing with a friend of mine, and I think she was at work one afternoon, and I got off early, and she was like, "Just go to the house. I'll be home in a couple hours," because she commuted from like Greenway Plaza to Pearland, and I was in Pearland already. So I went in the house and hung out with the dog for a little bit, and then sat down with my ukulele and waited for her to get home, and just started thinking about all the stupid relationships I'd been in up until this point. Because I met Sam when I was 42,
You're pretty old, yeah.
42-ish. And I just started to think about I'm a decent catch, like I have a job, a full-time job. I'm a decent catch.
I'm good.
A full-time job. I don't want to take care of a man.
This band is so.
I mean, she already had cancer at some point. Like, I mean, she wasn't a great cat. Decent.
But I was a badass.
It's like catching a fish that kind of got chewed up by another fish, but still pretty good. Pretty good catch.
So you still eat it.
Right. Exactly.
It's a smart fucking fish, okay? It's a smart fish. I'm just saying.
Tough as nails.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
Tough his nails and heading out the door.
But no, I started thinking about all the relationships that I'd stayed in for just the stupidest reasons. Just because, I didn't think I could do any better, and then I just started to think I am much better than this. You know how when you're younger, you don't think that way.
Right.
You put yourself first. You think you have to fit in somewhere else.
Sure.
And so I started thinking about all the relationships I'd had and all the chances I'd given all those people and how dumb they were to just let me walk out the door, because I'm pretty good at that. if I used to have a saying when I was in my 20s, one strike and you're out. We're not going to go on a second date, or I'm not going to hang out with you more than once if you offend me or, say something that just makes me go, I'm not going to waste any more of my time.
You
So,
also got your grandma in there too.
oh, that's true. Yeah. That was another thing I tried to slip in there. I was raised by a very strong grandmother who I didn't know was so strong until I was much older. But I was in my 30s, I think. I was helping her move, and she was moving out of state. And so we took the whole house down and got it ready for the realtors, and I took her out to lunch. And she got kind of nostalgic and wanted to tell me all about her life and give me all this advice, because I guess she thought she was leaving and wouldn't see me again for a really long time. And she said, she said, don't ever share a checking account with your husband, and don't ever let him have more money than you have stashed away. She's like, if you need to leave, you need to have something that you can get to quickly. You need to have a bag packed. I didn't realize that my grandmother was abused by my grandfather, because I never met him. He died long before I was born. So she just wasn't, she's like, just don't put up with that. You don't have to. You're strong. You're a woman. It's not the 1940s like it was when I left my husband.
Right.
So just don't ever let someone that you don't trust have control over you. So.
And the plus side of that is when your spouse runs up $20,000 in credit card debt. your accounts are not connected.
They're not connected.
Right. That's true.
But no, but great. And again, man, this is the first song Kim came in and was just like, I wrote this song completely. Like musically, I mean, me and Helf did very little as far as instead of doing one part, one measure of A minor, one measure G, one measure, two measures F. What if on the chorus we do something crazy and we do two A minors, one G, one F?
Hold on.
And it was like, whoa! And it was like, yeah. So, she's like, I wrote this on a ukulele, but you come here with some Zoe Deschanel shit, I'm going to kick you out of the house. It's like that. You're not being that. Like, we're not, no. And then she was like, playing it. It was like, oh, dude, that was pretty dark for ukulele. Like, oh, you went pretty, like, no one else I know is going that dark on the ukulele. Okay. Because, you're just like, bring, ching, ching, ching. Bad like 40s vocals, like I'll kill you. Like, no, here's the song. It was like, yes, you're allowed to write on ukulele from now on.
He was just mad because the last song I wrote on a ukulele was a waltz, and he hates playing in 3/4 time. So
It was also the only song on our last album that was completely live drums. That made me even more angry because everything else I messed up was like, oh, waltz, like boom. And I was like, damn, I got it right. Like the entire song, one take. And it was like,
it was my song.
I was like, I hate waltzes. I hate this. And I complained about this.
We just
song.
have a little friendly competition going. That's all.
It's just because you do that to be spiteful. Like, no one likes waltzes. And you're like, I do.
But it's like a polka. Who doesn't like a polka?
Right.
I can't play accordion, so I don't. Until I can do it.
You just sit on the sidelines.
I don't
then.
want to do it. It's like, but I know how to.
I know it got quiet.
Yes.
We've actually had a few husband and wife teams, on the show.
Not a unique thing. Cool.
But we haven't had
A third wheel?
That's what we
Say,
call
you
them.
want to say it? Just say it.
third wheel.
we
Just
call
say it.
them.
Let's go. We toured the Grifters and Shills on the
Helf
fifth
is
wheel.
excellent. Yeah, I was like,
That's great. What
Helf
we're
is
even
technically
called
the
is
fifth
we
wheel.
have two separate vehicles. So if these two are fighting, I can give the other two.
and it really is.
I see how that was going.
Yeah.
That's what we did. That was the Griftwire and the Fifth Wheel tours.
Yes.
Our last one. Damn it. Stickers and everything.
You mean the tour where John Stoll saved the town?
Oh, I forgot
John
about that.
Stoll is the only reason that Dodge City, Kansas
Still
is not burnt
exists.
to the ground.
Yeah.
Yes.
True story.
No one else really knows this. Nobody except for the people who work at Pizza Hut.
Yep.
But there was like a fire, like on the corner, and people
just walking by.
John walks in, he's like, "Dude, this bush is on fire outside." They're like, "Okay," and they're like, "No, dude, like legit, bring water now." And everything was dry. It was like, it's like hurricane force winds and
All
it's
the
like,
time.
Yeah, it's Tuesday.
45
Like,
miles
no,
per hour.
dude, like it's crazy out there. It's like, yeah, and it's like going up, and we brought out all this buckets of water. And John Stoll of Grifters and Shills is the only reason, especially the museum area, like the old area of Dodge City still exists.
He kept trying to stamp it out with his feet.
He made the people from Pizza Hut bring out buckets of water, and we're out there like stomping the fire. And it's like, yeah, if it had gone up in 45-mile-an-hour winds, it had just blown over into the museum, burn all that old wood down.
So you're welcome.
Probably.
I forgot about
yeah.
John staving that. So it's one of those things that just will be lost to history, but actually happened.
I don't know. I think we need to make a statue and just go put it by
Just
the bush.
drop it off.
Yeah, just
Where
drop
the
it
hell
off.
did this come from?
Yes. The little
John
flag like
Stoll
saved
Dodge City.
On this
Kansas.
day.
on this
In
day
this very spot.
last year.
No, I want the
That's
statue.
also one of my cheesy, like, hey, we have a day off from tour. It's like, dude, we're going between, like, what is it, Denver and Wichita, Kansas. Dodge City. Dude, have you been to Dodge City? Like, dude, I don't. Which sadly for me, at least it makes it somewhat cool because I was like, remember that Public Enemy song? Get the out of Dodge? Dude, we're going to go to Dodge, dude. It's going to be great. And we went, and there were still 200 or 100 and something years later tracks from all the stagecoaches. So it was kind of cool.
Yeah, that's legit, man.
It was a cool stop, but it was also trying to get out and get gas in like 50-mile-an-hour winds. And the lady's just like, yeah, it's just what it's like sometimes.
My lips
I'm
have
like,
never
dude,
been so
it's
chapped.
Blasted.
Right down at the beach, we'd be like, oh my God, get off the 2x4, cover up the plywood on the windows. It's just like, no, it's Tuesday. It's like you can't, it takes 5 minutes to walk this block. And then go in the other direction, it takes 15 seconds. You're getting blown in your back. You're like sprinting one way and you're using every muscle in your body to go
Fight
north.
the other way.
So weird.
It was wild, but so yeah, it's a good.
Sam is the king of like finding cool places to see when we're on tour. So we've seen the world's largest ball of hair.
Okay, that one was funny though, because like the world's largest ball of hair, right? You're like, oh, this is gonna be great, cool. It's gonna be in like a case. No, that shit was on the table. Like you could touch it.
It was on, it was on a
like, touch it.
pedestal,
Like, no,
but
you touch
you
it.
could touch
I'll
it.
give you $5.
Yeah,
The
like,
world's
ah.
largest tree stump,
Oh, dude, it's like this.
bigger than a basketball.
Yeah, they
came
pull
out
it from
of a cow.
Yeah, cow stomach.
What?
We saw the
probably the
world's
size of my
largest
head.
easel.
Yep.
The world's largest pistachio.
Have I
That's
seen
in
that
North
yet?
Texas.
I haven't got there
But
yet.
but that one threw me off though, because I'm like, well, hell, I love pistachios. I want to see this. No, it's a carving.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, I just got robbed.
So, well, it's the same thing we went to up in somewhere in Indiana. Was it Kokomo, Indiana? Has the world's largest sycamore stump, only because lightning struck the tree and killed the tree, so it's just the stump now.
Okay.
And the world's largest cow or steer, but the steer's dead, so it's stuffed, but it's still. But I mean, as a person who grew up in Texas, you're like, you still stop and you go like, yeah, that's a big cow.
That's a big ass cow.
Why? Because everything's large. in
It's like
Texas,
the-
so we
it
got to
would be
look for
like-
the largest stuff everywhere.
Like you think I'm big, and then you like walk up like Yao Ming walks up, and you're like, that's a big cow.
Right.
You know, it's like that's a big
Or a
bird.
big pistachio.
And it was kind of like that. Like this is a cow, and we've seen tons of cattle being from Texas, but you're like, oh, that's the Yao Ming of cattle. Like that is a big cow.
Or like the Shaquille O'Neal.
But then you start going, well, how much sawdust they put in that cow?
True.
Like, was it always that big?
Extra stuff.
You start looking for stretch
It is
marks.
stretching. Yeah. We once got to take our picture with Cocaine Bear in Kentucky. in the Sun Bowl.
Cocaine Bear. So the movie. So
the
we
movie.
we actually have met the
I mean,
corpse of Cocaine
corpse.
Bear, and we took pictures with him.
Yeah.
And then so we had shirts. So when Cocaine Bear got released, we went and saw. We had the shirts for the Bluegrass State Pride.
We are those people.
Cocaine Bear. Well, I mean, Cocaine Bear's cool. It wasn't like we were showing up to like some cheesy movie or some Cocaine Bear.
The cocaine bear.
It's like a documentary.
We weren't
basically.
showing up to like
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty
the
factual.
Avengers and Avengers.
Yeah, the way it all ends up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're like, dude,
Definitely.
yes, Cocaine Bear ate all the blow, and we're here for it. And that's what we're about. And they're like, there's no way y'all are doing coke. Look at you fatties. Anyway,
So crazy things on the side of the road and state capitals is our jam.
That is our jam.
low state capitals.
Mostly Sam. Help and I are like,
I mean, this also, I mean, there's some people that want to go see all the courthouses in
Yeah.
Texas or in wherever, you know. And it's like, well, that's cool and all, but I don't actually want to go to court ever. So I
Right.
really don't
Don't
want
voluntarily
to
wanna
see
be in a courtroom.
courthouse in any.
I don't want to see any legislative.
But like Wyoming's was sick, dude. Like it was like wooden. There was all these
Yeah, Wyoming was cool
weird
because
things in the floor.
they had all these hand carved, posts and all that stuff. But there was one that was upside down, and what was it? The reason is because
Satan's post.
Yeah,
No,
they're
actually, it was
perfect.
only
to show
Jesus
that-
was perfect.
Holy God, it's perfect.
Yeah.
So we were all like Satan's post. So we were
But that used to be a thing though. Like people would mess up their stuff
But,
intentionally.
separation of church and state and all that. But really,
yeah,
Wyoming's
here's
was
the
cool. Utah's was pretty cool too. Like we've been to a lot of them, and just because what else you gonna do?
I mean, it's got to be fun though, right? I mean, everybody did. Actually, touring probably is not that much fun. It's a lot of work. So you have to throw in all these exciting things when you're like driving from one place to another.
It was one of those things we played with Corey Brandon years ago. Who, if you don't know Corey Brandon's amazing singer songwriter and musician. And he was talking about that. He's like, man, I used to go on tour, and if I didn't have a show the night before, I'd go sit at the bar, and I was playing the next night and drink and be like, I'm playing here tomorrow. None of those people would show up. He's like, but the first time I went on tour with my wife, she's like, there's a beach like 15 miles from there. He's like, we went to the beach, and it was great. Like, I got to see this thing. So then I started going like, yeah, man, like we could go out. Like we toured my first tour I did as an adult. Actually, my first tour I did. Even when I was in punk band as a kid, it was like tour was like, dude, we're doing Dallas, Austin, Houston.
Yeah.
I was like Tenacious D, like road gig. We're driving 2 hours, and but this was like we went up to Memphis and all that. So I was like, dude, we gotta go to Sun.
All right.
We went to Chicago. I'm a big labor movement history guy, so I was like, we gotta go see the Haymarket Martyrs Monument and cemetery, and so stuff like that. Then we're going to St. Louis. You gotta go to the Arch and all that kind of stuff. And it was always, and then our friend that was in bands forever that played with us was like, dude, this was great. Like, I was used to going, again, we're in town at 2 p.m. Cool, we're going to sit at the bar from 2 to 10 until we start playing.
You only see, like, just a little bit of what's happening.
Right.
So,
Saw the Sketch Hotel, and that was it. It's like, no, man, like, we're here. I don't do good at sitting still, so I was like, let's just go.
Not at all.
And the
ADHD
good things
gets
happen
put
at
to
the Sketch Hotel way later. So
Right.
yeah. Go do
I mean, I'm
stuff
in
during
the
the
Sketch Hotel sitting outside drinking with the crazy people anyway, so it works out. But I know that we party late, and the Capitol closes before the fun starts.
We got to go during the day.
well, it's been fun hanging out. I know. I had to.
Hope it has been fun.
I'll be honest. I mean, it's like I can sit here all night long, and just because when we start talking about touring and stuff like that, it's like all the fun things that you get to see on the road. And I'm that guy. Like when I'm driving, I'm constantly like looking at different maps and stuff. I'm like, safety first, but looking at different things. I'm like, oh shit, hold on, man, this is right up here. We're gonna make a stop. And make a little quick stop. Check it out. Texas, you can download the app where all the little roadside or the little markers,
Roadside
historical
America,
markers, and sometimes I'm like, wait, I'm going back for that one, and
Yeah.
it's just exciting. It's exciting.
And it's good to not be stuck up about it. Like I was in LA last year, and I met up with some locals, and it was just like the whole, I may be the punchline being Texas guy, whatever. Let's go out, let's party, let's do whatever. If you're gonna laugh tomorrow about the weird Texas guy, who cares, man? I won't care. I'll be flying back or driving the next
Never
day.
see you again.
Right.
I had a good time. That's all that matters. Yep. All right, Brightwire. Thanks for hanging out,
Thank
guys.
you all
for having
hanging
us.
out with us, man. Appreciate the invitation.
Yeah, and again, look them up online. Listen to their music. They're playing around Houston somewhere. Check them out. Go watch a live show. And man, I mean, the cool thing is that you never know who's going to be your next favorite band.
Very true.
So,
Listen local.
all right.
That's true. Listen to local bands. So many great local Houston artists.
No, they really are. But no, thank everybody for tuning in. And this is Vinyl Voices. We'll talk to you next week.